Good morning, and welcome back to my journey attempting to ride my unicycle across Latvia on the Baltic Forest Trail. It is day 4, and last night I camped in a pretty great spot, right by a lake. Alright, let's see what the view is outside. Ooh. I was currently 105 kilometres into the 674 kilometre Baltic Forest Trail route. It may have taken a couple of days, but I finally felt like I'd found my routine and settled into the trip. It's actually quite a pleasant toilet, to be honest. I'm not really sure what that pipe is behind me. It's that sort of like vent gases. Oh, it's going to be working hard today. A big thank you to Latvia Travel for sponsoring this video. Find out more about the Baltic Forest Trail through the link below. I find the bottom of my sleeping bag always gets just a little bit damp just from sweat. So it's always good to try and hang stuff out if you can. The good thing about this campsite is that there is already drying lines. I slept straight through last night. I didn't wake up once. And I feel pretty refreshed now. Yeah, 3 days on the road so far. We're looking at about 3 weeks in total. So yeah, just the beginning. Alright, I'm gonna pack up a little bit and then have some breakfast, I think. Oh no, do you see? It's like oil sitting on the surface there, do you see that? I'm gonna try and collect from below the surface. Because I don't think that lake is the cleanest source of water, I'm going to make sure I boil this like properly thoroughly, just to make sure I kill any kind of nasty bugs that might be living in there. Gets hot. Oh, yeah, that was dumb. Let that sit. Right, anyway. I think that'll be fine. The water was boiled enough, so porridge oats are in. I'll just let that sit for a bit and that should just cook up. Well, we got there in the end with breakfast, just about. It's porridge and a fruit and nut mix. It's good hearty breakfast. Oh. It's still very hot. I'm sure it'll be fine. I might put 2 purification tablets in this one. Alright, we're all packed up. Not going to forget my helmet today. Let's get back to the path and let's carry on. So I think I've just hit the river that I was planning to camp at last night. I'm sure it would have made for a nice camping spot as well, but the one I found was absolutely fine. And to be honest, I was happy to stop a little bit earlier. The river in question was called the Gauja, and I'll be seeing a fair amount of it over the next week as I followed it southwest towards Riga. Wow. Alright, we're heading down here and away from the main road. That's what we want. I've reached a bit of a split in the trail and I'm not seeing any of those symbols that I've been following. Don't entirely know if I'm going the right way. This way looks smoother. So I think we'll take this one and hope that we can rejoin the trail, because I think I've lost it at some point, but I don't really know how I've done that. Yeah, I seem to be staying on it. I just want to see those markings on the trees. Ah, there we go. That makes me feel better. This way it is.
Well, that's not super helpful. I think I've gone about 25 kilometers this morning. Someone's obviously had a fire here. It's like a log for sitting. And then you got the view of the river out there. You get some lunch in and then we'll do a bit more. Oh yeah, that hummus is beginning to smell quite fresh. I just need to finish it today. So it's a wrap full of hummus, cucumber, green pepper and olives. And it's excellent. The trail here hugged the bank of the Gauya. The path was seriously stunning, but my focus needed to be on the ground ahead, picking the correct line through the roots. There were heaps of fallen trees on this stretch, and I suspected a lot of them had come about from a large storm I'd heard about happening 2 weeks prior. I hadn't restocked my water supply since the morning, and I was running low, so when I came across a small cafe, I was keen to use the opportunity to refill. Sveiki. Sveiki, hello.
Hello.
Do you speak English?
No.
I'm looking for somewhere to fill up. Vady?
What okay, yeah.
Vady, yes, thank you.
Wow,
Aha. Super, thank you. From the cafe, the Baltic Forest Trail became rather overgrown, so I walked for a couple of kilometres. After spotting this massive mushroom...
See the size of that? It's bloody huge!
I eventually reached a section that looked somewhat unicyclable, so I whacked my GoPro in my mouth and gave it a go. Now, you may have noticed that I tend to swing my left arm around quite considerably when riding along. This is for balance. On smoother terrain, there's much less need for it, but on single track like this, my right hand grips onto the front of the saddle, and my left is used to constantly tweak my centre of mass, ensuring the wheel is rolling down the path and not into anywhere dodgy. Ooh. That was like right on the edge of my level, that stuff. This sort of single track, when it gets so overgrown, you can't see the path. So you're just sort of crossing your fingers that you're not going to hit a root. Good fun though. I think I'm going to walk for a little bit. I need to get my breath back and to de-sweat a little bit. It's challenging with all the luggage. I mean, it's challenging without luggage going off-road on the unicycle, but with all this stuff, it just makes the unicycle that much heavier and that much more unwieldy, you know. So it's been a combination of riding, and there's been some fun little sections that have really challenged me. And then when I don't want to ride, I've just been walking. Or when I can't ride, there's sections where it's too loose, or there's too many roots, or it's too steep and whatnot. So it's quite nice to get off and walk. Which is what this trip is going to be, you know. I'm following a hiking route. This isn't designed to be cycled, this isn't designed to be unicycled. So I'm going to do my best to cycle what I can, but equally, when it comes to it, I'm happy to walk as well. And it's quite pleasant pushing the unicycle, because it kind of works a bit like a wheelbarrow. All the weight goes over the top of the wheel, and then I just kind of keep it balanced, which makes carrying quite a lot of stuff quite pleasant. Ooh. Been quite a lot of single track today, so I'm happy to be able to just pedal for a little bit, make a little bit of distance. No, I'm enjoying it immensely. I feel like I'm back into unicycle touring brain. I think I'm going the right way, but I'm not overly sure. Yeah, going right. No trains. No trains. Spooky. Well, that puddle's not a lot of fun. You might be able to get around it though. Oh, don't be too slick. Oh. No, no, no. Gonna end up in that if I'm not careful. As you've probably worked out from watching for the last couple of days, I don't speak any Latvian. I basically know Sveiki, which is hello, and paldies, which is thank you. But I figured I'm going to be asking for water quite a lot on this trip. So I've looked up what water is. Udens, I think. But as I come into this hamlet, I'm going to try it out and see if I'm understood. There's someone mowing their lawn just down here. I'm just going to go say hi. Sveiki, I'm looking for udens. Yes. Paldies, thank you. Do you speak English? No. Oh, this one. Thank you. Have a nice evening. Oh, she was really nice, wasn't she? Filled up my bottle with udens, and now, basically, I'm just going to go find somewhere to camp. This country is ridiculously pretty. Just look at those trees. I think I'm pushing in here. Yeah, let's just go this way. I think this spot looks okay. Flat, it's mossy, it's not sort of super overgrowthy, which is what it looks like if I go further into the forest over there. Or at least, there is a fallen tree there. We could use that as a seat. Let's have a look. This is the problem. I'm never totally satisfied with my camping spots. I always think, there must be somewhere better. Oh, this looks better. How's the ground? It's not wet. Oh, that's fine. Okay. This is going to be my campsite. And I've got a seat as well. Oh, yes. Oh, perfect. Yeah. Oh, good. Sorted. Same meal as yesterday because that's the only food I have. We've got onion, carrot, lentils and pasta. It's a good meal, I enjoy it. It gives me what I need and it's pretty tasty. Alright, in the tent now. I feel like I've started some kind of tradition. In the tent with my lentils. I'm gonna eat it soon, just waiting for it to cool down. Yeah, today was fun. And the stuff by the river today was really cool. There was a really sort of challenging sort of riding lines that I was kind of playing around with. Sections that, you know, ordinarily I would be like, oh no, I'll just walk that. But actually today I was feeling up for it and I'm glad I did sort of push myself. Oh yeah, and I looked at the map as well, and I think I covered about 46 kilometres today, which I'm very happy with. And I didn't fall off. I'm sure I will have some kind of crash at some point, but I'm just not worrying about that for now. It will just happen, and it'll probably happen in the silliest of ways.